Today, I'm going to talk about 5 maps and graphs from around the world. I'm going to talk about where are the millionaires and billionaires in the world? What cities do they live in? I'm going to talk about land purchases that the United States did to become the country we are today. And I'm also going to talk about what states are shrinking in population along with a few others. So let's get started. So the first map we're going to look at is purchased territories of the United States. So I'm going to start with the first one and go to the last one. So in 1803, we purchased the Louisiana Territory for $15 million. In today's money, that would be $408 million. Then in 1819, we would have the Florida Purchase, which would be $5 million then. In today's money, or 2023's money, would be $121 million. Then we would move on to the Gadsden Purchase in 1854 for $10 million, which would be about $366 million today. Next would be the Mexican Cession, which was purchased in 1848 for $5 million, which would be about $194 million today. And then finally, we would have the Alaska Purchase in 1864 for $7.2 million, which would be about $149 million today. So these are some of the bigger main purchases of territories that the United States did as we were growing over the years. The next chart we're going to look at are the cities with the most millionaires and billionaires. So the top is millionaires, which we'll talk about first, and then the bottom is billionaires, which we will talk about second. So the top city with millionaires is New York City with 340,000 millionaires. Like, that's such a big number. It's crazy. Another city with a lot of millionaires is Tokyo with 290,000 millionaires. I also chose Paris, which is one of the smallest ones. It has 93,000 millionaires. And then I'm going to round out with a fourth one with Sydney, Australia, with 127 millionaires. So, like, I couldn't even imagine having that many millionaires in a city. So let's move on to billionaires. So the Bay Area in the United States has the most billionaires with 63. 63 billionaires. That's B with a B. Billions with a B. That's crazy. In second place for billionaires is going to be New York City, who had the most millionaires, and they have 58. So two other cities that have a lot of billionaires are going to be Hong Kong with 32 and Toronto, Canada with 18. Like, I couldn't imagine living in a city that I know has 50 billionaires. Like, that's just crazy to me. So, do any of the numbers on this chart surprise you? Are you surprised that New York City has the most millionaires and that the Bay Area has the most billionaires? Are you surprised that maybe Tokyo doesn't have more or that Paris doesn't have more? So, let me know your comments below. The next chart we're going to look at is U.S. cities with the highest rent in 2024. So, we got 10 cities. Some of these, actually, none of these really are surprising at all. So New York City, year to change is 11.1% and $4,200. $4,200 for rent. And it says rent in New York is rising 7 times faster than the wages due to shortage of affordable housing. The rent in New York City is 3.5 times my mortgage on my 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a detached garage and a yard to play in. Like, I couldn't imagine paying $4,200. I understand you want to live in a big city. That's what you got to do, but that's just a lot of money. So moving on, number 2, Jersey City, right across from New York City, $3,300. San Francisco is $2,950. Boston, $2,830. Miami, $2,770. San Jose, California, $2,570. Arlington, Virginia, right outside DC, $2,380. San Diego, $2,370. And then you're going to have, looks like Washington, DC, and Los Angeles, both at $2,300. I don't think I could ever live in a place that had this high rent just because, one, my job wouldn't let me because I'm a teacher. I don't make that much money. So are any of these rent prices, do they surprise you? Because honestly, they don't surprise me. So this next map is going to talk about what university in each state, along with Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands, has the most student loans taken every year. And this is from 2020 to 2021. I know Tuition is more expensive now, but this is the data that I have to work with. So I'm going to go with the state first that has the most student loans. Which it says total value of loans originated in an academic year, which is going to be in Arizona, Arizona State University with $568 million. If we go and we stay in the United States, the lowest state with the total value of loans originated is going to be in Alaska, which is the University of Alaska of Anchorage, with $15 million. You will see that Pacific Islands University in Guam has $1 million of loans. And then you have the University of the Virgin Islands with $2 million, so they are lower than Alaska. But if you're looking in just the United States, it would be Alaska is the lowest, and Arizona State University would be the highest. So let's look at some other states. New York, you have NYU, $406 million. Texas, you have Texas A&M, $227 million. West Virginia, my state, you're going to have WVU at $157 million. Some other low states are like Wyoming, University of Wyoming, $26 million. South Dakota, University of South Dakota, $52 million. Montana State University, $57 million. Some other kind of larger numbers are like Penn State, $388 million. You're going to have Rutgers in New Jersey at $309 million. So this is the total value of loans originated during the academic year, and this is the college in each state that had the biggest number. So the state you live in, are you surprised about what college has the most loans? For my state, West Virginia, I'm not. WVU is our biggest college we have, and so that does not surprise me at all. So does anything surprise you about this map? Let me know in the comments below. And the last map we're going to look at is U.S. states with shrinking populations. This is population changes from 2022 to 2023. So New York was the state with the most population change, which was 102,000 people, which was about 0.5% of their population. California was 75,000 people lost, which is 0.2% of their population. Illinois lost 33,000 people. Louisiana, 14,000. Pennsylvania, 10,000. Oregon, 6,000. Hawaii and West Virginia both lost 4,000. So these are the states that had the highest shrinking population in 2002, from 2022 to 2023. And I live in West Virginia. I knew that we had lost population. We actually lost someone in the House of Representatives because of our population loss. We lost that person in 2020. So this number does not surprise me at all. We are working to have initiatives we're building here in West Virginia to get people back to our state, because I might be biased, but I think I have a wonderful state. So are you surprised with the states on this list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more videos like this one, please like, subscribe, and comment below with something that you learned today, or maybe a thought about one of the maps.